Hello there, this is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Young men need to be practicing body game because young women are going hard in the gym. And, this is a stretch on what I briefly introduced yesterday, right? Because you remember yesterday I said, it was Juneteenth, so, one father brought his two girls and then they were going hard. Like one was going hard, especially on one of those, I don't know what you call it exactly, platforms that you jump up and down on. And she was just going hard. And I was like, man. And then, remember, I said there was another young lady looked like she could go on one of those like reality shows and stuff. She throwing up 205. 205. Only a small percentage of men can bench over 200. And here you got this slim young woman who looked like, could probably go up to an 8 or 9 with some makeup on, throwing up some weight. I mean, she was like, she's throwing up 200, right? And I was thinking back before my stroke, I used to work out with a young lady who, she one of those IG women and shit, but we used to do the 2-piece with mambo sauce together and everything. In fact, if y'all want to know what that is, rather than explain it, check out the video I got linked in the description box. This is the video I used to open it. Like in that video, first I do the 5-course meal. That's one like multiple set thing. And then the 2-piece with mambo sauce and a soda. I do that later in the video. Oh, gee, y'all can check it out. And I got to shout out cousin T Taw because he gave me the 2-piece with mambo sauce. And then I added the soda later, so it's like a quadruple set, not a double set or triple set, but a quadruple set. And right away, one right after the other. And the 5-course meal, that's definitely like one right after the other. But anyway, this young lady, and she was fine, but she ain't no boyfriend who was working out. In fact, I was talking with a young lady. Now, I seen 2 dudes try to holler at her. And me and her don't work out together, but me and her shoot the breeze and everything, working out. And got a few women in there. Now, she young. She in her probably in her she's still in college. So she late teens, early 20s and stuff. And you got a bunch of women like that, really. You got a bunch of women in there just doing their thing and everything. Now, what do they got to do with the men? If the men want those women, they need to be doing it. So, like that young lady was throwing up 205. She probably ain't going to be good with a guy on the long term, maybe 165. If he working towards it, she might deal with him. And then those young girls coming up. Because even with all these sports, there's all this interest and stuff in like these women's sports now. And every time I look at it, I think, okay, what type of guy these athletic women are want? Because young girls they be going hard playing. And see, as a man, most of them are not going to want a man who don't work out. Because I'm going to tell you why. Now, people will say, well, I've seen this woman with a tight body with this one guy. Okay, were they in a relationship? Do you know for sure? Like, you might see him walking or something. She got a tight body. He don't. You don't know the situation, 1. 2, a lot of times, even when a woman I've known of one situation where a woman, I referred to, in fact, I talked to her about her before. She was a swan. She would get with guys like that because that's part of her imprint, but she ain't really like it because she works out. She works out and it's everything. Even done some even like she's a personal trainer. She ended up dropping that guy because he didn't work out and got with a guy who did. They got to have that. Now, this ain't saying you got to have a perfect body and shit. But because I know of one young lady, she go hard. She got with a guy, but he looked like a strong man. Understand something with women, and this is just a normal thing. And I talked about this in my book, Nice Guys and Players. No matter where the woman is, she wants a man who's slightly above her. That's why you get some women, they might be making 6 figures, but if they making $115,000, they gonna want a man who make $120,000. And yeah, you get some women who settle. They'll settle. Like when women settle for something less than what they actually want, that's potential for problems because she just hasn't come across that man. But she come across that man who is above her. She's going to want it. That's why women want a man who's a little bit taller. Now, I've talked about the short kings and stuff. But a lot of times they'll get a woman who's shorter than them. They'll still get a woman shorter than them, and then a few will climb trees. And even the ones who deal with women taller than them, on some other level, they got more. You know, they might be more ambitious or more bold, something. They got something that is affecting the woman, right? They got something. Now, do you want to rely on just having something and still, you know, you don't want to hit the gym? And I've seen some dudes talk against body gain. Say, oh, no, that don't work. But hold up. You want to make it easier. Like I've always said, if you had a good body or you improve your body, you're going to improve your life with women without even trying. That's an automatic thing. Women are always looking at bodies. In fact, I'm going to shout out Rebecca Pope. Everybody know her. You know, well, I ain't going to get into some other stuff with her. But she's always talking about relationships. She had a post on IG talking about women like muscles. Women like muscles. And she listed different type of muscles. And she asked the women. And they got in there and say, well, some of them like quadriceps. Some of them like that back, whatever. But whatever the case, it's still the body. That's why I promote body game so much. And it ain't mean you necessarily have like that like super tight muscular body. That's rare anyway. And then when I say like veins and looking like a bodybuilder or a fitness model, that's rare anyway. Sometimes the body is just a roughneck. I've talked about that a couple times, and I got shout out cousin T Taw for that. He talked about roughnecks. Women be going crazy over that guy who just got a good body. I say like that construction worker body, that fireman body, whatever, but they still look like they can move something. You know, at the very least, you need to look strong. I'm saying at a minimum. Because, look, and this is for the young men, because you got so many young men talking about they ain't having sex and they having trouble. I mean, that's made the mainstream news. Okay. Or they'll talk about Chad and Tyrone. Chad and Tyrone hit the gym, though. It's just everybody's, these guys who, you know, really on some suspect shit, but we won't get into that. So focused on the guy's face, they ain't focused like, well, maybe because he hitting the gym. Maybe because he hitting the gym. Now, you get some people still say it's just the face. No, it's not. If that's just the case, shoot, Chad and Tyrone wouldn't need to hit the gym. Right? But they be going harder in the gym than regular guys. That's part of the reason women go for them. And especially if the women working out. Especially for them. Let's forget other women. So if women don't work out, well, trust me, she's going to put on some weight or something like that unless she just got some great genetics if she don't work out. But when I talk to a lot of women who got tight bodies, they always played something when they were small, worked out, hit the gym, something like that. Never failed. In fact, shout out cousin T Taw third time. I remember in private, we were talking about, well, he might have said this publicly. A lot of those women who 100 octane, shout out master teacher BGS, you know, be getting those top men, you find out they played something in high school. They played some sports, might have ran track. Like, y'all see some of those women, when those athletic women, they fix up. Oh, shit. Like, oh, shit. You know? Oh, they about to add something here tomorrow. Might be coming through. But you be like, oh, shit. Because they be having the tight-ass bodies. They be having those tight-ass bodies working out and shit. Like, you see those, like, top 100 octane women. Those top women. They be hitting the gym hard. Shit. Remember one of the gyms I was working at had a few strippers working out there. Shit, female strippers. I already talked about another one where it had a bunch of male strippers, but this one had a bunch of female strippers. The sales manager went over there and signed them all up. And they be in there hard during the day when they ain't working. Shit. And let's be real, if a man want a tight body, fair exchange is no robbery. He needs to show he got a body that they like. You need to show it. Like I said, they don't have to be perfect, but trust me, the women looking at it. Especially a woman that's working out in the gym. Now, you got these women, they playing sports, they hitting the gym, they going hard. The fuck they gonna want some motherfucker who, like, act like, well, I ain't gonna do all that. I'll just have money. yeah, they might use you for that money. Like I said, if you get a young lady too, nice looking young lady who benching a certain amount, doing something, going hard. Cause like my buddy was on IG and stuff. We used to work out together, do that 2-piece with mambo sauce together. Man, the shit she be sharing on IG, and no, I'm not gonna give you her IG. I ain't gonna give it to her. Cause the motherfucker just gonna want it just because. Fuck that shit. Be all up in her inbox and shit. Hell no. Hell, you wanna work out so they in your inbox. But that's some real shit though, man. That's some real shit. Like when I talk about body game, it's real women checking out the bodies. Now somebody say, well, wrong, you ain't super tight or anything like that. Yeah, but for 59, I'm in pretty good shape and still be getting some looks. Y'all keep forgetting, man. Don't, you shit. And I'm telling the young guys, that's what works. Shoot, that's what got me over. Because I told you back in the day when I had, well, let me see. Went out with some women before body game, you know. But then some of the same, and put me in the friend zone. But then as soon as I started working out, running and all that shit, ironically, I was doing it for a particular job. I'll just say federal law enforcement, right? Man, the difference I saw in the women and shit. Seriously, and especially you in your 20s. Hell, there's some guys in their 30s, 40s, and 50s and stuff still getting attention from some of these young women. Because they be working out. See, like I said, psychologically, women want a guy who is above them. Because that's what makes women submit. They want to feel like well, no matter what, like the more areas that you are above them, like psychologically maybe taller. That's the reason they go for height so much. And let's say 6 feet, just taller than them. I mean, there's exceptions, of course, but then those men still got to have other stuff. Like I was saying earlier, you got to have some other stuff. Maybe confident, stronger personality, something. See, understand, a lot of guys want women to automatically submit, but the only way they're going to truly submit is if you more than them. You know? More than them. You making more money than them. You're more confident than them. You're a better leader. You can lead. They don't have to do anything but sit back and chill out. That's honestly a woman's nature. That's why you got some women, they want that guy who make $500,000. But what I would tell them is, hell, you got to qualify for that guy. But see, I understand in a way. Women psychologically, sometimes really a lot consciously too, they want that man they can submit to. Now, how they gonna submit to a man? They in the gym working now. They doing those squats. I talked years ago. I was at one gym and stuff, a squat machine. This young girl was about to cut me like I was cutting in line and shit. I was like, nah, I'm just getting away from over here. Chill out. But that's how serious shit. I seen some baddies, they be at the gym, they be lined up for the squat machine and doing all that. You get these women, and they be going hard. These women be going hard in the gym. They don't be fucking around. It usually be the men fucking around. Seriously. It usually be the men fucking around. When they get in the gym, I don't care what they look like, they be going hard than a motherfucker. They be going hard. Some of them be hunting and shit too. They had those tight ass spandex and shit on, showing all their ass, but they only gonna want a man who work out. Usually it's common sense. Why would a woman be working out hard, but she actually want a dude who's going to be on some weak shit? They ain't them. They ain't even want to fuck around with that shit. And that's the thing. That is the thing. Women gotta understand that. Well, men gotta understand that. Women already do. You know, they got those flat abs and shit. I mean, you gotta be doing something in there. Some. Even if you're a big man, you better be like, well, you know, my thing is lifting. They be like, okay. As long as you're doing something, but you doing nothing, they ain't gonna fuck with you. And like I said, those dudes would be all into that whole Chad and Tyrone narrative. Chad and Tyrone be hitting the gym too. Shit. Now I know women, and I know, like I said, I know some guys will see some women with guys that don't look like they hit the gym. Okay, do you know them personally? Like I said, a lot of women are settled for what they can get. But I would say this, and this is part of what I base my whole philosophy on. I don't go for who necessarily a woman to go for in the surface world. They'll go for whatever. You know, some women will go for a guy just because they don't got nobody else. They'll settle. Or, you know, he might be in the same social class. But when they hit those secret parties, when they dip into the shadow world, when they cheat because of a dead bedroom, who they looking for? Shit. They looking for that tight body in most cases. Or, you know, decent body. Shit. Hey, someone shared with me some pictures of some shadow world shit. All the dudes in there like look like they hit the gym. Like I said, they don't have to look perfect, but shit. When you talk about sex, it's really the body. You know, it's really the body. When you talking about sex, it's really the body. Like you got some guys thinking it's a face, but then how come there's so many handsome men that's getting rejected? As much as I question the validity of those balloon shows, because I'm looking at it now as just entertainment, they always be saying the men is handsome, but they not attractive. It's a lot more anyway. It's a lot more anyway. And it is what it is. It's like you don't get mad because of it and shit. It's just nature. It's the real thing. Like, you got these young guys who are single, and I'm like, I wonder how many of them hit the gym. Yeah, I had a bird just pass in front of me. I don't know if that's good or bad. Anyway. You got some guys, they complaining, they saying they sexless. I mean, shit. And you'll be seeing some young girls in the gym, man. They can be killing it. And invariably, you know, I just come off as Uncle Ron. I ain't trying to hit them. Because one thing in the gym, all of them looking at you. So if you're going to fuck with one, stay with one. Don't try to be play in the gym because everybody checking you out. So, you know, ones I ain't trying to be player with, I just straight up ask them. I say, hey, man, young man got your heart. They be like, no. And you be looking at the woman, you be like, how? In fact, usually even when some dude might, well, as we used to say back in the day, crack on them just mean try to get their number or something. You know? Yeah, I actually like that term, crack. Yeah, crack on them. Yeah, that's a DC thing. If y'all heard it outside DC, any elders, let me know. But, and you know, I don't think people don't use it now, so I'm going to throw it back into the lexicon. But yeah, usually the young girls be the older dudes cracking on them and shit. I'll be like, what the fuck? In fact, on my IG tomorrow, I'll be talking about that. Why younger women really go for older men. It ain't always for the money. It ain't always for the money. That's for people on my Patreon. That's where I go deeper into everything. You know, everything I talk about, I go deeper. My voice even sounds different. Anyway. That's the thing. You want that, seriously, even if you just get in there, sometimes just ask them, okay, how you do this or that. Hell, you join the gym, see some fine girls, see her doing something, ask them nicely. Be like, yo, shit. I've actually met some women that way. They doing something I ain't did before. I just ask them nice. Even one on IG, I was asking her some. She showed something. I said something. We actually had a good exchange. We actually had a very good exchange. You know, one of those fitness women on IG. That's the opening and shit, man. Even if you're just getting started. Now, don't be all up in their face like, well, you want to go out. Because one thing in the gym, take your time with the gym. Just because you see that woman right there, don't be quick. I let women get used to my face. Even the young lady from IG, I ain't say anything to her for about 2 months. I saw her in there. She gave a couple openings. I slow walking because, like I said, in a gym, you're in an open gym, you don't know who's checking you out. So you go in, especially if you somebody already worked out. You just get the lay of the land, figure out the politics in there. There's always some politics any place there's a social circle. You know, figure out who people seeing as the alpha. You know, shout out cousin T Taw for a 4th time. I'm gonna put his link in the description box. Yeah, check him out because he's one of the few people I listen to. I listen to for some game because he on just another level. But you know, he'll talk. You know, he'll talk about that being in the gym. Like, you know, you got treated like a church and shit. You just go in there to work out. But see, there's always some women looking. Always some women. You take your time in there, what I call slow walk, and then kind of let the game come to you. Like my little buddy this morning and stuff. I ain't say anything to her at first. I watched a couple other dudes try to holler at her real quick. So, now she see me, got a braid. She be, as C Boogie would say, teethy. But yeah, you wanna when you're in the gym, something like that, young men, seriously, you need to get in the gym. You need to start practicing body game. Any younger guys, older guys know. Younger guys, because these women, I mean, like yesterday, that young lady who might have been 10, she was going hard. I say, shit, she ain't gonna want an ordinary person. I'll make y'all with some deeper shit with her. If you get a woman, she working out hard, she keeping her body tight, she doing all that stuff, she gonna want a dude who's gonna give her more than 3 minutes. If she wanna fuck, because trust me, those women be wanting to fuck. They don't want somebody just in there for 3 minutes. You gotta work out and shit just to really satisfy them. Because if they working out, you got some women being there, they be running hard on the treadmills, all of that, you know? Because it was one gym I was going to, man, they had an abundance of 7/8s, an abundance. Even a couple like 9/10s and stuff. And the thing is, they don't just be in there looking pretty, they be sweating, they be working out. So you go in the gym, shit, you need to go hard up in that motherfucker for them. They looking for that, but women, they gonna look for that because they looking for a viable sex partner. Now, if they got a tight body, they gonna want it. Like I said, even when you see him out in public and shit, and the dude might not look like he work out, they might not really be together unless you know them personally. And one thing I've seen with some older women who got those tight bodies, those older women, they might have that guy who might not be in shape or anything like that, in any decent type of shape. But even them, what they do with that is they just stay in what they do, but they, trust me, they be open as shit to cheat. They be open as shit to cheat. And you know, like I said, my stuff is based on what women gonna really do, the guys they really attracted to. That would it be in not the ones they be in you know, just there with them. Nah, they shoot. Like, damn, dude, well, damn, I was gonna park there, bitch. Anyway, they shoot, they want Mr. Good, they want that tight body. Shoot, woman ain't playing around. Woman is not playing around. Yeah, let me pull back some. Yeah, but anyway, I should go over here. Hold on, let me do something. See, guys, they doing some work over here. I don't know if you want to fuck with it. But yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all what though, young men, just hit it. Just trust me. If you having trouble getting women or something, hit the motherfucking gym. I mean, seriously, just hit the motherfucking gym. Seriously, that's all you need, really. Hit the motherfucking gym. The women be up in there. All you got to do is just be in there, work out, chill. And I say, don't do anything, work out hard. If you do approach a woman, just be like, yeah, how you do this set right here or something. And not on some game shit. Not on some game shit. Like, you go in there, work out, shit, you might have some women come over and smile. And you start talking to them, they, yeah, see what you be doing over there. Bam. All right. So anyway, y'all, I'll get back with y'all tomorrow. Peace and blessings.